So, hello and welcome back. This is Avowed, episode 2.
I tried to
Um,
tell
we got our little wizard stuff, didn't we?
you. Listen.
Got our wizard spells, so we're doing some wizard stuff now. So yeah, let's continue on, reach the smuggler's boat.
You can't kill me. No one can kill me. I'll swim across the sea.
I knew it. Whatever's on their faces, it gets into their heads.
I'm no expert on soul plagues, but whatever you came here to find, I'd say you found it.
Now I get why you were scared of my face.
It's uncanny.
No, it isn't. You're a godlike. He's... well, look at him. He's sick.
Who disturbs us?
Let's just thought we can do this. Go those soldiers.
They stung at me. They wanted to prune my bowels. I was defending myself.
Steady yourself, please. We're only trying to help.
You're wasting your breath. He's gone.
You tread in the orchard.
The log mentioned this.
They sent orders for fire. I should have been free to drink of the land. They thought they could stop me. Vipers! Their venom stains my blade.
He can barely string a thought together. How could he have killed everyone?
He couldn't. Not like this. He's just the last one standing.
Trespassers!
This is not. This is not uneasy of the mind. I suspect dark magic at work.
Hypocrites! They bring the night and call it cleansing flame. And you return death to us.
Envoy, this could come to blows. Keep your guard up.
Feed the roots, kill the rot.
Now you've done it!
Wizard.
Probably some noble who bought his...
Stademan route. Yesterday I received word that one of your scouts was caught in Druneshore attempting to board a cargo ship bound for Deadfire. I doubt this news... Wait. I brought this news to you. I also doubt you are unaware of this. Is your third incident of desertion in the past month. I realise your post grants you great responsibility, that your position as a third son accustomed you to. There will be consequences if you cannot keep your troops in line. The Emperor is watching. See to it that you impress importance of duty upon your change on your charges. Commander Vintberg.
Commission. Now look at him.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but at least he's not suffering.
Torn from the field notebook of Grained Tedrin, captain of the corps. This expedition team and the expedition team and I have been weeks at the fort now, and I'm no closer to understanding the ruins of those so-called godless people than I was before we came. The remnants of these culture cover the living lands, but the people, their beliefs, their history, it all remains a mystery. The godless are so named because nothing we have seen in their art or architecture depicts the gods as we understand them. I would expect a Miritum culture to have a deep relationship to Ondra and a number of unique cultural rituals with which to venture and placate her. Galwyn, too. There should fear and favour. Given the aggressive wilderness of the lands, and I have never explored or corner. I have never explored a corner of Arrow that did not recognise the centrality of Berith, the wreath of the circle of their lives. It's as if these people have no relationship to the gods, as if they did not know of the gods at all, but they cannot be. They gave birth and died, as all kith do. They sought shade in the long, hot days of the deep summer and sheltered in the bitter days of winter. They fed themselves, they bathed, they made clothes and baskets and pots, and so many beautiful pots that only a people who recognize the value beauty would make. Without the god, who did they give mention to their lives? To understand the purpose of these ruins, I must know what drove them, what they revered and relieved, what they desired. They lived here, and they lived well, but they did not order their lives as we do. They do not order themselves. Also, always towards the gods, and they disappeared. No matter how many bones and pot shards I sift through, I cannot quite grasp the implications here. I fear the revelations of the godless have been in turn deep beneath this island soil, beyond what even the Emperor's most skillful miners could unearth. But by some immortal hands, I do not understand this place. That terrifies me. For the living lands, you must upgrade your gear. How do you upgrade your gear? Don't think we've been taught how to upgrade stuff yet. Okay. So, I think search this whole area pretty well, I'd say.
Closer, we twine.
What? Okay, least amount of health.
The boat! There it is.
Thank the gods it's still here. Get on.
There, in the distance. It's Paradise. So, the smuggler wasn't lying.
My name's Alora, you know.
None of attempts on you.
Thanks. I've enjoyed not being dead.
Look, if this is the soul plague the Empress sent you to find, we have to stop it. You have to stop it, no matter what it takes.
I'd heard rumors about folk changing out in the hinterlands. I thought they were just that. You know, stories. I never imagined it'd be like this.
Either cure or illness. The first step to identifying the cause.
I don't know how, but if anyone can find a way, it's you.
Will you get on before I leave without you?
Aye, onward to Paradise.
We're on a boat. We're driving to paradise. We're not driving, we're sailing. We're sailing to paradise. And I will say the graphics on this game are amazing.
Never thought I'd be glad to sail here with a smuggler.
If anyone asks, you never met me.
Can do, can do.
This is your final warning, Kai. One more, and I put a bullet in your leg.
Hey! Turn around and sail back to wherever you came from. This dock is reserved for the Imperial Envoy. And they're late. Probably died at sea. Good riddance.
But to try saying that in a way that doesn't piss me off. I'm the Imperial Envoy.
Oh, you are?
Nice.
Forgive me, Envoy. I meant nothing by it. A slip of the tongue. Can we start over? Name's Cynric, captain of the local militia. We're a scrappy bunch, but we know our way around Paradise. Unlike most Adirans who couldn't find their ass with both their hands. Oh, present company excluded. They told me you were godlike, but I didn't know what to expect. Your face, it's so...
Fetching, alluring.
well...
You're doing great.
Forgive me, again. We're having a bit of an emergency. No doubt you've come for the Adiran ambassador, but he's gone, along with our claviger.
I have.
Sorry, Envoy, but no one's here to receive it.
Nonsense. There's a small army of pickpockets, smugglers, and scoundrels between those walls who'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Just ignore him.
Doing what as a collaborate?
Well, he's the closest thing we have to a local authority. Part keeper of the keys, part bald fist.
Paradise's mayor, more or less. Most people out here aren't fond of established hierarchies and titles. So, we made up some new ones.
Sounds like I have to find the ambassador then.
They traveled northwest to the Strangle Route, past the old Pargroon Wall.
You need to find the ambassador, and I need to find the claviger. How's about we partner up?
Be the bond to my brains.
See, Cynric, I knew someone would appreciate me for me.
Kai, before you go, I just hate to send the envoy out there. The wilderness is no place for a scholar. Make sure they come back alive, or the Steel Garrote will have my head.
Better yours than mine.
That's it, they could be in danger. We have to. That Steel Garrow.
The Steel Garrote are here as guests, helping Adirans like yourself keep the peace. Or so they say.
Okay. Situation must be dire here if Garrett's involved.
That's certainly what they'd like you to believe. Sounds like their reputation back home in Adir isn't any better than it is here.
Never met a Steel Garrett paladin in flesh.
They're an order of religious cutthroats, sharpening their blades for the glory of the burned queen. Oof, creepy bunch, too. Who needs enemies when you have friends like the Steel Garrote?
What are they doing here?
You tell me, envoy. The Adirans came to our shores with their soldiers, their bureaucrats, and their cult of murderers. Asking a lot of nosy questions is a good way to end up with a knife in your back. Speaking of the Steel Garrote, fair warning, their leader, Inquisitor Ludwine, is eager to greet you. Or possibly interrogate you.
Great, something to look forward to.
They say she fell in battle in the Deadfire, and death spat her back out.
Ominous. I'll have to ask how she did that.
Not if you value your life.
We'll have time to worry about Ludwine later. First, we've got to find your ambassador and my claviger.
Oh, no, new companion.
I'll bet you're... You're glad to be on dry land after that voyage. Come on, let's get you some fresh air.
I hate to be in your shoes, envoy. Thanks for taking Kai off my hands.
Fast travel locations. Fast travel from here. Or to here. Go to our map, apparently. Fast travel to here.
Finding your way around.
Why doesn't the claviger put a stop to it?
What do you think, dimwit?
Greetings, friend. You look like you could use a fine weapon or a sturdy shield. Not to worry, Falter is here. I suggest you take a look at my wares before you speak to Daggerda. Who knows what mood she's in today?
Okay. Where do you get your wares?
From legitimate sources, clearly. From traders and adventurers, mostly. And a few used pieces from people down on their luck. Apologies, friend. People see me selling weapons on the harbor and call my morals into question. I assure you, all of my wares have been vetted for quality and polished thoroughly to remove any unwanted stains.
You're not doing much to gain my certificate. Okay, what you got for sale? So this is my inventory, right? And I'm tempted. I'm going to keep the bow just because we want a long range thing, right? I'm tempted to just sell everything else, right? Right? We can have a look and see what they got there. They've got fire. Fucking hell, they've got firearms. That's the same as what I've got. Common, 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 common. It's all common stuff. There are some more expensive stuff, but they're really expensive. Okay.
What harm? Heading out to the wilds? Make sure you have everything you need. You don't wanna... Kai, I told you not to show your face around here again.
Come on. You're not still mad about that hunting knife, are you?
All right, no. You're clear. But you better pay up front this time.
I knew you'd come around. You miss me.
I'll let you think that. Now don't mind him. What are you interested in?
You and Kai friends?
Yeah, some of the oldest in Paradise. He's a headache, but that's because you want him to come back alive.
So you do care.
I lied to the Groat for you. Do I have to spell it out?
So you sell common outfits. Okay. Treasure map. Probably buy ourselves some boots. Maximum stamina feels good. Just give me 1 crit chance.
Protect that pretty face. Armor and shields for sale, envoy.
Please, how hard is it to answer a question? I can't believe how rude everyone is around here.
Is there something I can help with?
How hard could it be to find a watcher?
Surely there's an address.
That's a long way to walk. Oh well. The house is probably a loss by now.
Well, you need someone who can read souls.
I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do?
Hold on. Why did Zorov invade your house?
Why did they do anything? They've probably eaten all my food and destroyed my supplies. I don't know what else. First, my ship gets attacked by pirates. Then none of my plants will take. Now this happens? And they won't let me into Paradise to sort it out?
Who are they?
The militia. They're scared of some plague. At least that's what they say. I wonder if it's really the Adirans. Keep us out and themselves in. I should never have come here.
Come here for a better life and find a worse one. Wish I hadn't heard that before.
What to your plants?
I wanted to grow a little food, save some skates. They never thrived, that's all. Clearly, I have bigger things to worry about.
Souls of plants and kith are made in the same essence. Maybe the plants died of plague?
Gods, is it in the crops? As if things couldn't get any worse.
Most people would give up by now. Why do you stay?
It's hard to put it into words. I just feel like I should be here. I'd heard it was dangerous,
But the Glenfathan wilds were dangerous. I thought I was prepared. I had no idea what I was in for.
I'll see what I can do.
Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zoribs saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them.
Get your private matter from it.
Thank you. That may not be worth much coming from a stranger, but I mean it.
Region screen. Six. Stories. Store or store. I thought it said stories. It says stores. Got this. Alright.
I've come in search of lost treasures. Have you heard any rumors of such things in the area?
Do you think you have what it takes to stand against me? Come see for yourself. Whether you're a Paradisian native or an Adrian newcomer or anything or anyone else, you are welcome in my arena. Just leave your problems and politics at the threshold unless you want to be the next one to test my theory. Kith can fly, but only strength towards the ground, and only once. Come to the top of who you're made of.
I suppose so. There are some Harwinian ruins to the north, just across the river from the strand. Harwin.
Kind of stance is that? Get serious, get lost. I'm busy.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
We'll be fine.
Beautiful view from these cliffs. Real long way down, too. Zarabs. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful. Nice! We make a good squad. This is the Hengen's place, or was. It's the Zarabs now. What's that Zarab doing out here all by himself? A friendly Zarab. Don't see that every day. Of course, you don't see them fighting their friends every day either.
True. Attempt to innate the Zara noise. Observe it. I'll give him a limited touch. What do yourself? Do you understand us?
I don't speak Zaret, but it definitely answered you.
Okay, that's a yes. Leave before it insult there.
I agree. He's not hurting anyone. What made him come this way, though?
You're fine, mate. You can just go about your merry way. Wait, and you? What's that bottom corner? Is that like us? We need to chat to him?
The Dream Scourge has driven people to the city. Means more bandits on the road. Right behind you.
Happened again. When I was heating up my soup tonight, I heard that same scratching, and sure enough, the Zalfa are outside. I dragged my chair in front of the door, but it didn't try break through. It just poked around the weed patch and stared at me through the window. What does it want? Do Zyphers always bother people like this? Worse yet, do I sometimes feel tempted to let it in? I keep having the dream about it. I'm always sitting at my table, Zarin is there, and we're looking at a loaf of bread on a plate. When I reach for the bread, I wake up. What if the same Zalfa? What if it's the same Furious? What if it's hungry? I mean, it hurt? What am I thinking? This place has scrambled my head.
Anything juicy?
She's been dreaming about the Zalfa. What do you make of that?
Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out. Nice shot! This one's mine.
Open. So you get a level up as well. When Kai health is reduced to 0. We're doing wizard stuff, aren't we? Play a level 5, which we ain't yet. We do armor. We see unlock chill blast. Ice blast forward dealing frost. Fire. Another point. How do you? So there has to be a way, right, for you to map your. About that ability.
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that.
Yeah, true.
It's like an elf and Zarep holding hands. What do you see?
Certainly not enchanted.
Why don't we ask Tehangan about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
Destructible walls. Ah. Was there one in that building? Is that what I was asking? Oh, baby.
Dawnshore is most people's first view of the living lands and last brush with civilization. Don't get too used to the comforts of Paradise. Between tensions in the city and threats outside, the militia's in over their heads. The local militia's lax at the best of times, which these are not. Dawnshore is most people's first view of the living lands.
Why does it keep telling me that there's something with that character?
And last brush with civilization.
Well, please tell me I can go home now.
On your journal account, it was interesting.
You read my journal? That's private. Why would you do a thing like that?
Have an arcane connection with one of the sirens, don't you?
You're... Alright, you're not wrong. But it may be more than that. Have you ever felt aimless? Like you ought to have a purpose, but you don't? Like you'd do anything to find out why you're meant to be here?
What, every day of my life?
That's a stupid question, isn't it? Of course you'd understand. An animancer told me that I might have half a soul. I finally had an answer. The question was, who got the other half? I thought if I could meet this person and see what they were like, I might gain some purpose or something. And then I came here and found a Zorip.
Amazing. Probably the only one in the world with a Zorith twin.
But what do I do about it?
How do I not think about what I can never have? I'm so... I've got to find some meaning in all this. I can't go back and I can't go forward. I'm just stuck here. Lost. Again. Well, when you put it like that, if you're positive it doesn't mean me any harm, I'll go. I'll be brave. I'll find it. I really hope you're right. Oh, I forgot. You still deserve to be paid for your time, if nothing else. I didn't think... Well, it's nice to get help from an Adiran. I'll say that much.
What did I get? I got something. A band. Critical hits deal poison damage. Okay.
Move along.
Oh. Side quest.
First Captain leaves, his letters won't turn up.
Put these up first. Do 'em.
Darde. I'd heard a godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place?
Know you. You map the dead crypt.
Ho ho!
Dead fire.
So you are familiar with my work. It's a pleasure to meet one as cultured as you. It was arduous work, but I couldn't have done it without help. Speaking of which, listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you?
Let me guess. Everything there wants to kill me?
I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height.
Other than that either.
He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him.
By perilous, you mean an assistant on the wilds? That sounds dangerous.
Bandits, smugglers, spiders with eyes as big as plates.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3 this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Wanted. Tarzan. What assistant? Missing in the wild. Dawn Shore. A reward will be offered for return. Below is his last correspondence posted to provide clues to whereabouts Tarzan. Please to report I made the Urshan hand instead. I sense we've overstimulated how far we can safely explore. We could outfit an entire expedition force with the bandits I've encountered on the main road alone. Nearly spent my whole purse bribing my way out of scraps. I think I'll use the gripe about the never again. Anyway, here now. Set up camp in the cavern where I scout the ruins. I wonder whether anyone in the wayward rung of Paradis is an expert of dead languages. What are we calling the ancients anyway? Godless? Not much of a name. You think of it, and I'll transcribe hope. I'm not writing down any curses. The high script.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
Let's see what this is. Oh, we can upgrade items here. So this is how you upgrade items. I need soft branch ladle. Okay. This is how you do it. Enchanting weapons.
After your voyage, it must be nice to spend the night on dry land. Personally, I've always found the rocking of a ship to be soothing. As long as I've got my feet facing the bow, that is.
Does this mean he wants to talk to me here? Is that what that means?
You know, for most people, getting sent to the living lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
I'm an accomplished scholar of the arcane. The Emperor offered to turn to me with a question I answered.
You must have gone through one of Adir's famous academies. I can't imagine you had time for much other than your studies, so tell me, is this your first time getting dirt under your fingernails?
Or to put in my skills of practical application.
The living lands won't disappoint in that regard. Though the experiences on offer here have been the end of plenty of intrepid sorts. What I really want to know, since hard questions are your specialty, is why the Emperor would send his best scholar all the way to the living lands.
A great question. I'm investigating the dream source. I'd rather talk about why you're helping me.
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
I don't even know who I'm obsessed with me being a godlike.
Sorry. It's a rare sight, and these are strange times.
What do you mean?
I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
I've seen how bad it can get. People are right to fear. That's why I'm here, to find the source, put a stop to it.
I like your confidence. Just be careful how you express it. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
You can understand the tension. Foreign troops are rarely a welcome sight. Heard the Living Lands was a lawless frontier. A little order and stability are needed.
Don't get me wrong, we have had a welcome reprieve from the usual muggings and murders since your country folk started arriving en masse. But I don't know how long that'll last. We're talking about an island that has been largely settled by nomads, exiles, and dissidents. People who tend to be suspicious of authority. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
I want to help. I'm going to stop the Dreamcast in any way, in one way or another. The Emperor, please send me here. That's it.
Someone once told me you need more than a little crazy to last out here. I get the feeling you'll fit right in. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again. Even if it's just for a while.
Tell me about Paradise.
It's the gateway to the Living Lands. A scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sense, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the Living Lands.
You don't seem think Paradise. Other people come here. Full of.
Exactly. What's not to love? These days, we have a few more would-be adventurers trying to leave their mark on the place. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
They're deadly. Why did anyone come here? One more proving ground. A place to see what you're made of.
The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
Chaos and disruption,
Don't get
in
me
other
wrong,
words.
there are perfectly lovely people here, but most of us who stick around are a little odd. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
And Andrea changing, is that it?
That's what some fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
What is the soul play called the Dream Scout anyway?
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Wonderful.
I guess it sounded better than Miasmal canker.
Got questions about you.
And I've got answers. Some of them may even be true.
When did you come to Paradise?
That must have been 6 years ago now. I guess I was drifting, looking for a change.
Where were you before?
A settlement called Thirdborn. It's a rugged little place, lots of Rowatayan expatriates.
And miss the bigger cities like Paradise?
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, we were talking about something else, yeah?
What did you do before you came living in lands?
I joined up with the Rowatayan Navy as soon as I was old enough. I was part of our campaign to establish a foothold in the Deadfire Archipelago.
What's that like?
Starting out, it was exciting, purposeful. I believed in our mission. We were returning to our ancestral homeland, reclaiming fertile soil that would feed Rawatai. Additionally, we were helping Deadfire, bringing organization to the pirate-ridden archipelago and civilization to our distant Wana cousins.
Familiar.
To add, they're bringing order and civilization to our lawless frontier. Then I hope you learn from my mistakes faster than I did. The Huana didn't want us there. We spent almost as much time fighting the tribes as we did pirates and Wilder. And it was hard to see how any of our fighting and dying was feeding people back home. I'd always heard that war was supposed to temper us, strengthen us. But I didn't see that either.
What did you do?
I deserted. And I bounced between different mercenary companies for almost 10 years.
Are you just like fighting? Have to fight the other people for other people?
Hey, not all of us catch on so quick. Besides, there were only so many options for a Rowatayan deserter with no training and anything else. As a mercenary, I figured I could at least choose my battles and my crew. You figured it out faster than I did. It was more of the same. The only comfort was being part of a squad. By the time I came to the Living Lands, I'd seen enough. Had enough.
We get something better here? Want something better here? Oh, fuck me.
Yeah. Though, in a lot of ways, it feels like I didn't really start living until I got here. Look, if I can give you some hard-won advice, stay on your toes. You're in a difficult position. Whatever your role asks of you, make sure it's something you're willing to give. Because you're the one who has to live with the consequences.
The advice?
Hey, advice is easy. The hard part's all you.
You're originally from Ratine.
What gave it away? My finely pointed teeth? Or the striking blue of my scales? Fair enough. My people are known to roam. Rawatai's hardly a hospitable environment. Many of us end up settling elsewhere, or making a living on the go. That's where you get the popular image of the Amawa bodyguard or mercenary.
What's it like?
A thump on the back and a crack on the skull from a brother who says you should visit more. It's complicated. I guess home usually is. Lashed by storms and battered by waves. We call it the rough country. And old trenchers say it's made us who we are.
Trenchers.
We do a lot of digging for irrigation, drainage, warfare, the occasional village tournament. Anyone from Rawatai has spent enough time in some kind of hole in the ground to be on a first-name basis with the worms. So, trenchers. Those of us who leave are scramble roots, hardy weeds that can survive just about anywhere. Then it won't surprise you that many leave. And not just because of the hardships. The land can't support everyone. Not that we don't do our damnedest to beat it into shape. Our coral masons have built living harbors and fortifications along the coast to protect our ships and shelter our cities. For all our shortage of fertile soil, Rowatai's land is abundant in saltpeter, copper, iron, most of the other materials you need to outfit your military with weapons and cannons. We value struggling and striving together. It helped us survive and build one of the most powerful navies in Aora.
That's one of the most warlike and...
It's been hard-won across a variety of conquests, cooperatives, and trading colonies. Some of the traditionalists worry that prosperity is making us as complacent and soft-handed as our rivals. Same as traditionalists everywhere. Me, I prefer the simplicity of the living lands. Kill the thing that's trying to kill you, and hope it has some edible meat on it.
Talk about Dawnshore.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Right.
Knight, envoy.
Cool. Oh, that, there you go. I finally figured out what it means. Okay.
Your armor could use some work. Let's check the watermill for supplies. Look, Parady's in that. When he resin forms a hard coat. Incoming Zara! Those Arabs must have been scavenging supplies too. Another win, but who's counting?
Go.
I think there's something on the upper floor. We might be able to reach it from outside.
But I was thinking, but how? Ah. Hey.
One for you! Another down.
Okay, so we are going in here.
Even Pargrunan walls can't stand against this place. Next one's mine.
Okay. Pretty certain. Somewhere around here.
Careful. Looks like spiders nearby.
Okay, I think we'll continue this side quest next episode. But we can save over that. No, an hour and a half in rather than 20 minutes in, so that's a good start. We'll be back tomorrow with Crackdown 3. So I will see you then. Hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you next episode. Bye bye.